welcome back. I hope everybody is doing well this evening. Happy Valentine's Day. And of course, 8 years ago today, Abby and Libby were found on Ron Logan's property. So, let's remember the steep price they paid. Disgusting. Anyway, today or tonight, I'm going to be doing part 5C of looking into the holders. So we looked into Brad. I looked into Logan's personality archetype the last video, but I have some questions that have to do with both Brad and Logan, and I want to get through those questions today. So that is what we're going to be doing. Everything in this video is all alleged and my opinion based on the energy and the cards. No facts here. Purely my opinion based on the energy. So let's get started. I will be doing the regular tarot, true crime oracle, and tokens. Okay. First question. What were Logan's views or beliefs towards Odinism at the time surrounding the crimes? So, what were Logan's feelings, thoughts, belief systems towards Odinism? Beliefs, thoughts towards Odinism. Okay, we have the Emperor. This card is representing like a leader of something. So a lot of the times the Emperor for me gives me like CEO type vibes. So a leader of some sort of organization, a leader of a company. It could be a leader just being a leader type person, somebody who commands respect, somebody who is very disciplined, somebody who does things with intention and purpose for a certain outcome. And usually it's self-interest. Like, yes, you do things for something else, but that something else is giving you something in return. There's a lot of arrogance and ego that comes with this person, or with this card, I should say. Okay. So, Logan's beliefs. We have the Nine of Swords, and this is anxiety. Like, look at the picture. He's, like, at the mercy of these swords that are just hanging over him and that could fall at any moment. So that's actually very interesting. Especially next to the Emperor. Very interesting. I really wasn't expecting to see that card. Okay. And now we have the King of Wands, which is extremely similar energy to the Emperor. This is like honor, vision, leadership, divine masculine energy. And the Wands is very creative energy. It's action. And then next to it, we got the Queen of Swords, which is very similar energy, but female. And there's an element of tradition with the Queen of Swords. So this is giving me the feeling, the picture of I'm feeling like this is Brad. This is, and I don't, this is some female energy that it is very prominent. And I'm almost really getting the feeling that it's Brad's partner, girlfriend, female energy that he's extremely close with. And that Logan knows. And I mean, it could even be his mother for all I know. And she is absolutely involved with this belief system. Because if she wasn't, she wouldn't be here. And so it really feels like his connection with this is really through just being born into it. It would be really interesting if to see if he would even be connected to or like interested in this without the familial influence, right? And the anxiety card is making me feel like, how some Christians are like God-fearing Christians? It's almost like they practice that belief because they're afraid if they don't, they're gonna go to hell or something. Like, it's almost like they worship out of fear, which is really, it's not how spirituality should be. And there's a really big actual difference between spirituality and religion. But that's totally different subject matter that I'm not getting into. But yeah, it's like this, he's scared if he doesn't, in my opinion, allegedly, if he doesn't worship, he doesn't, like, if he rejects, the swords will come down on him. Which is making me wonder, like, what lengths would he go to fulfilling somebody's agenda that have to do with this organization or this belief system? You know, he's young and impressionable at that time, right? Every kid wants, to have acceptance from their family, from their parents, generally speaking. Okay. Next question. Did he, as in Logan, play an active role in practicing the Odinistic religious rituals? I'm not talking about the crimes. I'm talking about before that. Does he practice it on his own? Man, they're flying out before I can even finish the question. Okay. So I got the Suit of Pentacles, but it was in reverse. And the Eight of Pentacles is about building your skill set. So practicing, it's really interesting. Actually, this came out this card because it's a perfect card for the answer. Yeah, so it's about like practicing and working really hard to perfect your skill set. And on this card, it says The Apprentice. So that's interesting. But it was in reverse. So maybe he's not really good, or let's just see what the other cards say. So we have the Five of Cups, which is conflicting energy, conflicting emotions. And then we have the Knight of Swords, upright. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, upright. Okay. Okay. So we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. He's an apprentice. He's learning the skill set. But he this card being reversed is telling me he's doing it. He's not putting the work that is expected of him into it. So he's not very good because he's not practicing. He's not taking it seriously. And that is causing conflict. It's causing yeah, it's causing energy that isn't positive because he's disappointing the people that are expecting him to do well. The Knight of Swords is a drive to succeed. And that is the expectation from his father, and his other elders, that maybe even that Queen of Swords, right? And this picture is like reminding me or hinting to me at the seriousness of what was expected of him. Like almost like you have no choice but to succeed.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
Oh, hang on. Hey. Me again. So, after my doorbell rang yesterday, I got a little distracted, and then I ate dinner, and then I was absolutely exhausted, and I was just like, I just can't finish the reading. So, here I am finishing it. Describe Abby's feeling. Oh no, we already did that one. Sorry. What caused the breakup between him and Abby? Him as in Logan. Okay. So, what caused the breakup between him and Abby? Okay, we have the King of Wands upright. We have this Five of Wands. And it looks like there was a card that actually flipped over that I missed. The Five of Cups. Okay. What caused the breakup between him and Abby? Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords card comes up a lot. Okay. So the King of Wands is like a very ambitious person who prefers to be in a leadership type role, likes to control things. When they are well rounded individuals and well balanced, like emotionally balanced, they're very honorable people. However, the shadow side of them is very bullying. And it's like divine masculine energy, a man's man type thing. So this is telling me that the male in this relationship was very controlling. Allegedly, my opinion. Controlling. And The the Five of Wands is like conflict, fight, like a physical fight. And on this card, it's got a bunch of reptilian dinosaurs on there. And it says, when monsters fight. Like, when monsters fight. That isn't referring to him and Abby fighting. He's fighting with somebody else, like a somebody on his playing field, not anybody weaker than him, or from a different subculture than him, or whatever. Like, it's like monsters fighting amongst monsters. So, like, yeah, it's not. Well, and also too, the fact that this is representing him, and the fact that this is the same suit, is telling me that they are of the same group, if that makes sense. And the Five of Cups, okay, so the cup suit is emotions, matters of the heart, and that this altercation happened before the breakup happened. And I'm under the impression here that this fight really upset Abby. Almost like she saw a side she did not care to see. Like, shocked her. Like, wow, this says a lot about you in the grand scheme of things. And the Knight of Swords is like, well, the Knight of Swords is the fastest knight out of the group, out of all of the knights in the deck. And this, I would say it's the more ruthless knight, maybe. Like, maybe one that is quick to think, like a little bit rash. Like asks questions later kind of thing. And so, yeah. What more can you tell me about this scenario? Tower. It was a tower moment. It was an event that had lasting consequences. Okay, what more can you tell me? Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is family. Okay, I think I need more cards. Okay, we got two. Both major arcana cards. The Hermit and Death. Yeah. So, yeah. What this is saying is this last row, the conflict. This fight was the tower moment that ended the relationship. Ten of Cups is like happy family, emotional abundance, love. The Hermit is about being on your own, amongst other things. But in this scenario, it's symbolizing Logan being by himself. And Death is symbolizing a change. The beginning of the end. It was the end of the relationship. It's the beginning of him now on a solo journey. Okay. But what was it about this altercation that made Abby break up with him? Like, what specifically triggered her fear or we've got the Two of Wands and we've got the Seven of Swords. And Temperance. Okay, so the Two of Wands is about being prepared so like planning for the future. And the Seven of Swords is deception, betrayal, and yeah, there obviously was deception and betrayal in that. And I'm feeling like it was on Logan's part. So not it being done to him, but him doing it to somebody else that was very close to him. Maybe even like a best friend, or if not a best friend, like a brother or a cousin, like somebody very, very close to him. And it was out of balance. It was not reasonable, I should say. It was not reasonable in Abby's mind. It was too much. And it gave her a red flag that alluded to, if he could do this in a fit of rage to this person, like, what is that? Like, it could easily happen to me, kind of thing. Let's get some whispers about this altercation. Oh, can't pick them up. Okay. Give me 3 cards that are the main parts of this altercation. 3 cards. Law enforcement. Angels and ancestors. Abuse and neglect. Allegedly, my opinion. Allegedly, my opinion. These 3 cards are telling me he broke the law. There was violence involved, hence the abuse part. Okay. But law enforcement were his guardian angels. Because they either didn't say something that would get him in trouble, or they neglected to even charge him or even do anything. And that makes a lot of sense why Abby would be like, oh, I'm not getting involved with this. Like, no way, shape, or form. I just had a thought. And this is just a thought. I'm just speaking out loud. This is purely me, okay? Just hypothesizing. What if she saw something she was not supposed to see? Okay. And he was kind of expecting that she would be fine with it, but she turned out not to be fine with it. So not fine with it that she actually broke up with him. Would that not make him very paranoid that maybe she'd rat him out? Or, because I'm sure not everybody in law enforcement is corrupt, hypothetically speaking, right? Like, maybe I should look into that. Because I'm having a really hard time wrapping my head around that they were unalived solely for, a magical spell to have them get more power, or you know what I mean? Like, I just find having a hard time believing that. There's a part of myself telling me there has to have been another reason other than that. And that would make sense. Anyway. Let's go on. What did Logan's responsibilities look like? Oh, I'm going to change this. I'm going to change this question a bit. I'm going to ask, what were Logan's responsibilities in this altercation? Stella, I'm falling off the couch. I'm falling off the chair. Move. Can you sit over on the couch, please? There's not enough room. Oh. Okay. Actually, I'm going to use whispers for this. Give me 2 cards. What were Logan's responsibilities in this altercation? What were Logan's responsibilities in this altercation? Okay, meeting. Anger and rage. Collapse. Social media. So he was responsible for meeting with somebody on social media. There was a lot of anger and rage involved, and it destroyed something. What more can you tell me? Oh, I don't know if these... This one. Death. What were these 2 cards? Frozen and preserved. So something that hasn't come out yet. A secret trip. Interesting. Okay. So that was actually the last question. The others that I was reading, that is for the next video. Still, well, I don't know if it's going to be for the next video, because I want to start going down the suspect list, like I said. So maybe it'll be the video after that. But I'm going to basically saving it for a video where I'm just going through a list of questions that I have kind of been accumulating over the last few videos. And as I watch things and think about things, I write questions down. And so, yeah, I just have a bunch of questions I'm going to save for one video. It's going to be a bunch of semi-random questions, all having to do with Delphi. But anyway, those are safe for that. Okay, so this video was pieced together in chunks, but we got there in the end. So I hope you enjoyed I hope this has, I don't know, maybe put some things into place for you. Maybe it's triggered some different thought process or what have you. If it has, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and it helps my videos get to the people who will enjoy them. So, with that said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you very soon with another reading. Bye.